Sunshine when it's raining. Breathe out and he takes it. Oh no, when you taste it. Poison, that's all you want.
Hey, some of the things you're gonna need are hairpins, spray bottle, some moisturizer, bobby pins, edge control, scrunchies. Not this fat one. I just decided to film the materials that I used after I did my hair, which was dumb, but whatever. Some eco styler, edge, toothbrush, regular brush, snap, a comb, and your hair. I use kinky curly clip-ins that I got from the beauty supply store. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take my hair down out of these 4 twists, and you see me moisturizing with my water spray bottle and leave-in conditioner on both sides because you do not want a dry ponytail, okay? And then you see me parting it on the side because a couple months ago I pulled my edges out, so in order to not look bald-headed I part to the side. And then I just get my Eco Styler gel and go through all around my head so that I can pull it back all sleek and slick like. Then I bust out my edge booster and continue the sleeking and the slicking, putting it all over the ponytail and brushing it back. And don't go ham on this one because you're going to end up having white spots in your hair, like you'll see later on. Then you see me wrapping the track around my little bun and pinning it with a bobby pin. I think I used 3 wefts of hair. I wrapped it around, pinned it. These are human hair clip-ins, so I spray it with water and finger detangle to bring the curls back to life. Then I get more open bobby pins and place them all around the ponytail. And then I get a smaller weft to wrap around the ponytail to cover up the bobby pins and the hairpins from the wefts. And then I take a piece of the hair out of the ponytail to wrap around as well to make sure everything is covered because you're not trying to tell on yourself. I get some closed bobby pins to pin down the parts of the ponytail that are sticking up. I do my edges and then it's a wrap. Welcome to my kitchen. I showed you my go-to hairstyle, cooking under the scarf, and now I'm about to show you my go-to breakfast. I'm going to talk about battling anxiety and depression, what has helped me recover from my bout of depression, well, my 10 plus years of depression if we're keeping it a buck. But what helped me recover or get out of my pit was having things that I didn't have to think about. It makes it easier to take care of yourself when you decide ahead of time what you're gonna do. That was a long introduction to this breakfast, but let's make it. So I'm making simple eggs and oatmeal, but a little spice to it. So I'm using extra virgin olive oil, eggs of course, kale, mushrooms, Ezekiel bread, avocado, salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, and everything bagel seasoning. For the oatmeal, regular old-fashioned oats, coconut sugar because we do not stand regular sugar in this house, chia seed, flax seeds. I would recommend the milled flaxseed and not the whole, but blackberries and raspberries, raisins, and cinnamon. So while the mushrooms cook, for so long I didn't even know that I was depressed. So the first key is getting in tune with your emotions, like really paying attention to how you feel or how you don't feel. Some of the symptoms of depression and anxiety we kind of just accept as our normal when it doesn't have to be. I did not know that I could be this consistent. I did not know that I could wake up and feel rested and have energy until I acknowledged that I didn't want to be alive, that I was sad, that I felt empty. So I think that is definitely the first key, is acknowledging. It's okay to not be okay, and you can't get to the prospering until you acknowledge that this life stuff ain't easy and you don't want a life right now. Letting the kale cook down a little bit. Moving on to key number 2, getting a firm grasp on your identity in Christ. For so long, I didn't know who I was. Until you have a firm foundation in who God says that you are, those lies in your head will always win because you don't know the truth. The more that I replaced my dominant negative thoughts, my dominant lies, the better I felt. And the third key was detox my mind. I detoxed my body. I did that through the food that I ate. It's not like I can't eat that, I can't eat that. It's like I eat this because it helps me to not feel depressed and anxious. Fasting, praying, and reading my Bible was detoxing. Partnering with God, asking God, what are the things that I'm partaking in? The music I'm listening to, the things that I'm watching. What is it that I'm doing that is adding to my depression, that is adding to my anxiety, that is not necessary? And then the next key was realizing that, man, this battle is not against flesh and blood. There are so many layers and aspects to your mental, emotional well-being, and one of the layers is spiritual. I see now that not only was my diet a hindrance to my mental and emotional stability, it was spiritual attacks. Demons in spirit only act where they have legal grounds to. If you're dibbling and dabbling and putting your toe into territory where you didn't have no business putting your toe in, or you were unaware that it was giving the enemy legal ground to wreak havoc in your life, then, and I think the last thing that I'll say, oh wait, it's time to put the eggs in. I'm letting the eggs cook up. The last 2 points that I will bring up that aided me in battling anxiety and depression: actively praying and seeking out deliverance and healing from the generational curses that may be active in your life, deliverance from the things that you may have done or may be doing. You're feeling depressed and anxious because there's a need that is missing, and that is your body's way of amplifying, like, hey, there's something wrong. And so healing and deliverance will really get you to a point where you'll understand, oh, I'm feeling depressed, oh, I'm feeling anxious because this, that, and the third, and this is how I feel that need so that I don't feel this way. And my last key, nurturing your feelings. When you feel a certain type of way, don't just move past it. I've learned to create space for my feelings. Emotions are indicators. There's not good emotion and there's not bad emotions. They're all just information. You have to address your mental and emotional health before you even have the capacity to do what it is that you need to do and do what it is that you want to do. And I'm telling you, if you create the space to acknowledge why you're not doing what you want to do, what you need to do, the transformation that will occur in your life, there's nothing like it, okay? Those are tips that have helped me. I still have my off days, but now I have the tools. Let me finish this breakfast and shut up. Oh my gosh, I'm about to sit down and eat, and I almost forgot a key. Making time for things that you love. To not force yourself to do the to-do list, not force yourself to do the workout. Force yourself to go back to the poetry you used to write. Go back to singing along to music. Find your outlets for your feelings and release them. Don't hold them in. I'm not exaggerating when I say I eat this every day. It never gets old.
Sunshine when it's raining, breathe out and he takes it. Oh no, when you taste it, poisonous. All you wanna do is destroy us, and it feels so good when you pull me right in. So complicated, took my heart and you break it. It's not complicated, you took sin and erased it. Da 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 da, 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 da 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 da.